Are we in the Matrix? No. Look how cute you are. I don't do stunts, but I try to do as much action as I can. Do you share any similarities between your character, John Wick? We might share a kind of dry sense of humor. I love doing action films. I love the training. I love being there as much as I can to create that relationship between the character and the audience.
Keanu Reeves is a sensitive man with scattered monologues. Based on his interviews, he has an ideology of his own, and he cultivates a whole universe in his musical research and his intimacy, in spite of the Hollywood context. He gets lost in his ideas and even forgets to question, hesitates, stumbles, and sometimes gives useless details. He treats others exactly as he wants to be treated because he is aware of how impactful his words are. He is also very accepting of others and seems to be willing to understand the perceptions of different people and love them for who they are. Although his actions may be simple, like telling someone that they are breathtaking, it does have meaning to it. With all that he's been through in his life, he probably understood that things don't have to be so complicated. Something small and simple can still make someone's day. That is why he is willing to take pictures with anybody who asks him, because he understands how much it means to them, indicating a dominant and developed FI that extends his understanding to those around him, and also giving him an understanding of others based on a wide range of possibilities. His personality type is INFP, but it can be easily confused for ISFP. The problem comes to his auxiliary functions. We do believe he has SI, not SE. He likes to feel and sense material things. Keanu is very specific about the literal things and the information he likes to organize. He prefers to label the things and feelings he already knows, like how he loves to ride motorcycles because he likes to feel the wind and the touch of metal, feel the physical thing that is in front of him and is known to him, and from that, generating and gathering abstract thoughts and ideas about other disconnected things. The way he talks about his favorite motorcycles, his cherished experiences, and the unique sensations each one provides, whether this is kinesthetic or olfactory, seems more SI than SE. Also the half-joking, if I don't ride a motorcycle, it's bad for my health, sounds like an SI comfort zone more than an SE adaptability.
And then personally, this is the second motorcycle I bought in Los Angeles around 1987. It's a 1973 Mark IIA Norton Commando. Had a lot of good times with this motorcycle. And I just grew up really loving Nortons. It's got a nice sound, smells good when it heats up the oil. And got a lot of miles on that motorcycle. For me, it's the visceral quality of it, the vibration, the wind, the sound. And then it's just really a great place to think, to feel, to get away. You know, when I don't ride a motorcycle, I go through withdrawal. It's not good for my health.
The same thing goes for his love of vinyls. He loves to touch and feel them before playing the music. That is pleasure for him. What he feels is so abstract and only known to him that he can't express it in words, so he usually uses big gestures, like pointing to something or expanding his arms, to try and present to us how he feels at that moment. We see NE from his interactions. He is scattered in his speeches and seems to have a lot of things to say, which leads him to not really answer the original question. In this podcast, there are several instances when we could see him thinking of what-ifs, being inconsistent with his thoughts, jumping between stories without finishing them, and trying to explain something. All in all, he's quite scatterbrained.
You'd see the stuff rocketing through at one time that was not possible.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's the delivery pipeline.
Right.
So all of that, all of those bits, all of those ones and zeros have to fit into these pipes to get to your house. I mean, like, isn't that going to be a huge other data load? Like, with the resolution comes ones and zeros, right?
With streaming.
So is that AT&T? I mean, so then all of these...
It's all the players. You have AT&T, you have Verizon,
Comcast.
You have
but they're competing with each other as well, right?
In all kinds of ways. I mean, AT&T owns Warner Brothers, Comcast. We are in a
Has
transition.
it happened anywhere? Has it happened in South Korea yet? Is it in Malay?
I wish.
His NESI is obvious. He's constantly connecting and talking about past memories that are somewhat unrelated, but somehow connected. He remembers every person's name, and he is very detail-oriented.
I'll do some fight scenes and then John Wick will get hit by a car, and that's Jackson Spidell, who's an amazing stuntman. He gets hit by the car. Then I'll get up from the car and then I'll do a whole bunch more of like gun fu and jujitsu, judo, and then maybe if I get thrown off of something, then Jackson does his thing.
INFPs with healthy SI are consistent, reliable, and can stick to things. We can see this aspect in Keanu. SI is more grounded in their own physical body than SE. This could mean exercising or focusing on inner health. Many INFPs are inclined to take an interest in their health and physical well-being. Yes, there are sensing types that are often mistyped as intuitives when they are creative and interesting people, especially when it comes to musicians and artists. However, there seems to be a bias that if much of what you do is physical and actualized, that you have to be a sensing type or a high SE user. Interest does not mean function. There are plenty of S types that have intuitive interests, but it doesn't mean that they are intuitive because they have intuitive interests. Some sensors may develop their intuition while others don't. There are also plenty of intuitives who enjoy physical activity, have aesthetic pleasure, and find meaning in actualizing their interests instead of just living in their heads. INFPs are especially stereotyped in this regard. People apparently expect them to be potatoes for some reason. Any type can be into motorcycles and guns just as any type can be into music or gaming. SE isn't the only function that can be athletically inclined. Tertiary SI can take this role as well. SI is consistency in practice, being grounded and stable in your body, finding out what works for your body, being healthy and mindful of how to optimize your body. SI users pay attention to their internal needs and how to take care of their physical needs and mindfulness towards their inner state. He sometimes acts and speaks in a childlike way, like excitedly talking about jumping off the building 19 times and trying to form sentences and making sense of it as he goes. It's kind of specific to his personality type.
How do you feel about heights?
They get me a little I don't know, what happens when you get old, when you're on heights and you start getting attracted to wanting to jump? What is that?
That is a reason to seek help. How many times did you have to do it?
Well, we wanted to do it in the perfect light in the morning. I would say around 19, 20 times over the course of 2 days.
How did Carrie Ann feel about it?
I mean, to prepare for something like that, she speaks a lot about kind of preparing mentally for it, and I was doing that too. And by the time you get there,
Sure.
My heart rate was a little raised, but then after the first time, you can't think of the fear. You have to block that. Not block it, but deal with it, absorb it, and then just be there and do. And that's what we did.
In interviews, Keanu has a calm and quiet demeanor, though he's pretty good at using humor to change people's mood and make them feel more comfortable. He likes to help people out in various ways, and is also generous, donating millions to charities without even attaching his name to them. Keanu has a unique and calming aura, which can make the room of any event he is at feel more relaxed. In this clip, he is asked a philosophical question.
What do you think happens when we die, Keanu Reeves?
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
His answer is so simple, yet it seemed to leave everybody impressed. Feeling types are more likely to make choices based on their emotions rather than logical thinking. They also take into consideration the feelings, values, and needs of other people. Just by reading about his past experiences and his unstable life growing up, we understand that there is a lot of pain and emotion from the past still residing with him these days. Altruism is most likely what has earned him the reputation of being the nicest guy in Hollywood. He treats people respectfully, and he is willing to take a pay cut if it means adding better actors to the cast of a movie. FI DOMs are mostly silent, inaccessible, hard to understand. Often they hide behind a childish or banal mask, and their temperament is inclined to melancholy. They neither shine nor reveal themselves. As they are mainly guided by their subjective feelings, their true motives generally remain hidden. Their outward demeanor is harmonious, inconspicuous, giving an impression of pleasing repose, or of sympathetic response, with no desire to affect others, to impress, influence, or change them in any way. If this outward aspect is more pronounced, it arouses a suspicion of indifference and coldness, which may actually turn into a disregard for the comfort and well-being of others. One is distinctly aware then of the movement of feeling away from the object. With the normal type, however, this happens only when the influence of the object is too strong. The feeling of harmony, therefore, lasts only so long as the object goes into its moderate way and makes no attempt to cross the other's path. Thank you for watching. Do you agree with our breakdown? If you enjoy our content and want to see more, please leave a comment and subscribe to our channel.